Alright. It's been a while since I did any recordings. I still got this little bit of an ongoing cold, but whatever. It's time to jump back into Wayward. So, for those who actually remember what Wayward is, this is essentially an exploration survival roguelike that was gifted to me by a developer to basically showcase my channel. And I figured that this is a type of game that I could actually show off a little bit more of because, you know, it's a roguelike, it's a survival roguelike, and, well, it's fairly well done even though it's still in early access. Now, I'll note that at this point there's been improvements to the game. I've noticed, like, for example, you got, like, this, like, you know, options menu, which basically lets you, like, you know, basically, like, check stuff. So I got, like, auto garage, basically lets me automatically garage stuff when moving into resource titles. Auto pickup, which basically lets me automatically pick up items as you move on top of them. Drop on gather, which basically, if checked, will automatically drop items under your character as you gather them. Enable hints, which basically lets you know get hints. Mouse click movement, which basically lets me move around by tapping a mouse on the screen. Keep sort active, which basically, if checked, your inventory will keep sorting automatically as you get items. Skip intro, skips on the intro. Zoom on scroll, if checked, you will be able to zoom in and out in the game using the mouse wheel zoom gesture. So I can like go up and down like the this thing in game. World tooltips. If checked, hovering over non-empty tiles will reveal information on a tooltip, so you don't have to inspect. Alternate context menu. So if checked, right-clicking items will display the items menu instead of left-click. Warn on dangerous actions. This is a nice new one that they put in. Basically, if checked, a confirmation screen will display when stepping on doodads or objects that could injure you. So if I try and step on fire and I have this on, it'll give me a warning saying, don't step on this, you'll hurt yourself. Warn when breaking items, so if checked, a confirmation screen will display when trying to craft using items that will break on failure. Drop under yourself, so if checked, dropping items will place them at your feet instead of to adjacent facing tile. So if I want to drop them in front of me, I can, or I can drop them, you know, under me, basically. Similar to this one, basically. And protected crafting honestly basically lets me just, like, you know, protect the stuff I basically craft. So if I'm equipping it, or if I have a quick slide, I can't craft with it unless I, like, you know, take it off first. So basically a lot of improvements to the game. And now that I've shown it off, let's just jump in. You awake to find yourself no longer in a company of good men, or a fine seafaring vessel. Instead, you discover yourself in tattered clothing with a pocket full of shoddy items. Treasure. You remember something about treasure. So, basically, like, you know, we got the start quest over here on the left, and if I want to go over here and just, like, you know, click all these actions and stuff. We'll get this all up here just so I have it available. Drop that down there. If I want to have a bigger crafting screen, I might just do that. And yes, it's basically, you know, it's a nice little game as, like, you know, you can see, you can, like, adjust your stuff. And it's got a lovely, you know, background music going, which is always nice too. Or it did. Alright, so there's my inventory. Apparently we've got ourselves a tattered shirt. So, a once fine piece of clothing, now torn and tattered. Basically gives me vulnerabilities to blunt, slashing, piercing, and fire. Or reduces them, I'm not sure. We got ourselves some tattered pants, basically brown colored pants, now reduced to shorts with distress and wear. Basically these give vulnerabilities to stuff as well. I got a leaf bedroll. Basically, a provisional bed used with poor insulation and scratchy half-dried leaves used for sleeping or resting. Essentially I use this for resting and sleeping. It's a budding item. I got some white mushrooms. These basically are consumed on use. They may provide benefits to hunger, thirst, health, and stamina, however, may reduce them as well depending on the food. So, if I eat this, I'll probably, like, use up a little bit of, you know, thirst and, get some hunger back basically using it. We start up, by the way, so you can see up here with, like, you know, health, stamina, hunger, and thirst. And you basically have to manage all these stats along with, like, you know, surviving and stuff. And I just noticed this, but you've actually got a giant spider over here already. That will be fun to fight. Huh, I got a bow in here. That's cool. I got a couple large rocks in here as well. Plant roots, a branch, white mushrooms, a sharp rock, and a wooden pole. So I got a few things in here, as well as some unpurified fresh water. Wow, they basically gave me a whole lot of stuff that I'm going to have to basically do stuff with. Alright, first things first, I'm going to have to equip this thing. So we'll equip this to my left hand. So hints. Held items. Your left and right hand equipment slots are interchangeable. You can equip 2 weapons, 2 tools, 2 shields, or any combination in between. Be careful of damaging useful equipment such as torches or shields while gathering or attacking. Make sure to always equip another weapon or tool in your hand if you want to use it, to attack or gather over damaging an equipped torch. You attack with both hands in combat, so it's important to equip both your hands if possible. That guy's still up there and appears on a berry bush, so a small bush bearing small amounts of berries. The plant is fertile and may spread a bit. The berry bush appears to be unscathed. So we're probably gonna have to fight this guy, which is why I'm basically equipping this axe right now. And I may want to try and make a spear. Preferably a stone spear, but we need to get a little bit of string from that first, so it really depends on what this guy does. If he basically comes after me in a moment, it'll be a bit of an issue. Let's go up here. Alright, well, I can click on stuff. It's supposed to be that I can right click and, like, you know, get some options. I have to figure out how to basically do this. So basically there's, like, you know, an option in this game where yes, we'll do this for a moment. There's a key you can basically press so you can basically, like, you know, get like actions on something. I've forgotten a little bit about how to play it, but basically options is O, messages is M, Alt Shift, equipment, crafting, idle space, inventory, help, actions is Q. Okay, so that's what I need to do. I have to get Q going. Alright, so let's see how this works if I press like O in this game. Alright, so yeah, if I press O I can get like the option in here, that's good to know. Alright, let's get this all back up. So actions. Yeah, so there's like actions right there, which is what I need. Have I got my quest thing here somewhere? I lost my quest window there for a bit, whatever. Let's just basically press Q here, and I can basically gather with hands. Basically what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to cut this tree down for a little bit of like branches and stuff. I should be using my stone axe here to chop down, which is what I'm, you know, hoping for right now. As you can see, I'm using up my stamina and I'm building up lumberjacking as I do this. Might actually help if I put this thing on. Let's Alright, well I guess I can't equip a sharp rock, so that sucks, but whatever. Basically down here I've got like, you know, stuff I can basically do. I made like a sharp rock if I want to, a smooth rock. I want to make some string, but I don't want to use these plant roots, because plant roots have like medicinal properties of what I've learned apparently, so I want to save them around. Alright, that guy's over there. Let's try, Oh, he's coming for me. So, you know what, let's just do this. We're just gonna go craft that. So crafting is simple, but it has many rules. When hovering over an item to a crafting window, you will see which items will be used in the crafting through highlight board that will appear around items in your inventory. You will also notice that you will use the first instances of a required item. Simply drag around the order of items in your inventory basically to do stuff. So basically something I know in this game is that if you have stuff like, you know, first in this inventory, it gets used first. So if there's like something I want to not use, I have to put it like back in the inventory so it doesn't get used. Using items in a craft at a lower durability will affect a crafted item's durability. So if you use crappy items to make something, you'll get a crappy item as a result. Additionally, using remarkable, exceptional, or legendary items in a craft increases your chances to craft such an item Decayable items such as food also gain decay bonuses from using higher quality items in the craft. You can find new crafting recipes by gathering the required items in your inventory by finding old instructional scrolls. Okay, so that's done. I basically need to equip this to my left hand. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant my right hand apparently. Alright, well, we're gonna hit this guy here. So, creature taming. Violence is sometimes not the best option. Besides running away from confrontation with hostile island creatures, another option is to attempt to tame them. To attempt the creature taming, simply face the creature and select Tame from your action menu, open with Q. Sometimes attempting to calm the creature directly will not be enough. You can also attempt to offer an item to a creature. Simply face the creature, open the items menu, and select Offer. If the creature likes or wants the item, it will become tamed. So basically, this is something I was new as add to the game. You can basically tame like creatures that you fight, though I'm not sure we'll basically try to tame a spider. The giant spiders hit you with 1 damage, your armor appear to be vulnerable to its attack, because you know, whatever. So if I want to, I'm gonna try and tame this thing, but you know what, we're just gonna hit him in the face. Oops, I got poisoned. So poisoning can happen from eating bad things or from some types of creatures. Make sure you use a curing item to cure the poison, such as medicinal water. Poisoning causes your star to dehydrate faster, regenerate stamina slower, and stops regeneration of health. So getting poisoned is bad, but whatever. That just happened right away. Oh well. Alright, this guy's getting, you know, unhealthy, which is great. He's actually running away at this point because, you know, I'm about to kill him and I just did. So there we go. We basically killed the giant spider. Let's collect the objects with hand. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's carve with tool. Alright, so we got a few items from that. Basically got some spire silk. A delicate but strong strand of silk produced by spire can be used as cordage. I also got his corpse, I think, as well. Did I get his corpse? I'm not sure if I got his corpse or not. I think I got its corpse. It's a spider, and it killed it. Yeah, spire meat. Basically, spire meat. Spire's fleshy innards. It's hard to stomach even when cooked. Try not to think about what you're eating. Basically, this is stuff I can use for food eventually. I just have to cook it up first. Alright, well that's done. It's unfortunate I had to fight that thing, but whatever. Alright, so something I know is I have to have something in my right hand, I guess, to, you know, do lumberjacking well. I basically just cut this tree a little bit and I got some twigs and saplings, so basically chopping in the tree a little bit, which is going to use up my durability on my axe here a little bit, and my spear as well. My spear took a lot of, you know, damage from like basically being used to attack stuff. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but whatever. I'm just going to unequip this for now. I'm going to add a quick slot to my axe here. Apparently I can make a leather belt, or I can eventually make a leather belt. And I basically need a fire source to make cooked spire meat, so that's something to look out for in the future. Now I am poisoned at this point, and I do have to start worry about like medicinal water and stuff, but well, we'll get to that eventually. I might not worry about the poison just yet. It might kill me, it might not, we'll see. Now it'd be nice if there was like a quest window I could pop up at some point, just so I can like see what the hell I'm doing. So here's some milestones basically. These basically like, you know, what I'm basically doing, I guess. The window interface is where it's completely customizable, you can move around, blah blah. I've already basically shown off that a little bit. Here's messages down there, now I really need. How to get my quest window up? Yes, I realize I'm doing a whole lot of stuff, but you probably expect me to probably know already, but I haven't played this game for a little bit, and it just shows a little bit to developer, you know, stuff that you want to basically do. There's a star quest right there, Jay. It's a starter quest, welcome. If you're new to Wayward, this starter quest can help you survive this harsh world by teaching you some of the mechanics of the game. This walkthrough will take approximately 15 to 30 minutes and is completely optional. Press J to reopen or close this window. If you don't want help right now, simply close the window. Otherwise, click Start Quest to start your first quest. So, gear up. Walking around barehanded can lead to trouble. Equip yourself with a tool or weapon. You can open up your equipment window by pressing E or by clicking the equipment icon at the top of the screen. Left-clicking an item in your inventory will bring it up the item's menu, allowing you to equip it from there if it can be equipped or to perform the item's various tasks. Hovering over items in your inventory will give you more information on them. Alternatively, you can drag an item from the equip held in its description from your inventory into either your left or right hand into your equipment window. So I've already done this, so I can just complete the quest. Resource gathering. Now that you have something equipped, you can try to gather some resources. There are different environments in Wayward, some harsher than others. If you are in a desert, you may have to venture north or northeast to find different resources. Basically, usually you would start in like a desert biome, which is like, lots and lots of sand and like, palm trees. But we actually started in a forest biome up here, so that basically happened instead. So you would have to venture northeast to find some different resources. You may have to venture across large bodies of water, find a lush green forest or dead bushes to gather the branches, find large rocks on the ground in piles or by gathering them from great covered mountainsides. Basically, what's going on here, I can actually dig into like the mountain over here if I want to get some resources, so whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Basically, we're gonna quick set that again. Basically, I want to go like, dig into like the mountain here to get my mining up. I'm poisoning, I'm losing health, so that's happening. But basically, I can mine out stuff from like, the rock. And apparently, you use the durability in your right hand first before using your left hand. That's good to know. By the way, if you notice, my character looks poisoned, so your character has like, different sprite, and it'll actually depend on like what he's doing. So right now, I basically have like, a spear and an axe equipped. If I take off like, the spear here, my spear is basically gone, as you can see from my character sprite. Okay, switch out like this around. So basically now I've got like, the spear by my right hand, and there's my axe, my left hand now. So basically, your character sprite will basically interact with like, different stuff. So if you're wearing armor types of different things, you'll basically have different like, armor basically on your head and stuff. So that'll basically happen in this game. We'll complete this for now. Doodads. Doodads are considered objects attached to the ground like plants, piles of rocks, mushrooms, campfires, and more. There's a few ways to collect them. The easiest way to do this is to use the actions menu, which you can bring up a queue. Basically, that's where basically you'll like queue, and all that. If you're facing the object not under you, you will get the collect option with hands collect object with hands option in your actions menu. So let's just collect an object somewhere. We'll collect that. So we just collect ourselves a sapling here. So crafting. In order to survive, you will need to craft new items from your resources you gather. If you press the C for the crafting window, it will show you what you can make from items in your inventory. Start by making a sharp rock, which is used in many crafting recipes. Not every attempt to craft an item is successful, and the chance of success depends on your skill level, item against your crafting skills. If your crafting menu is too small, you can adjust it by size, blah blah. So if I want to make like a sharp rock here, basically with the items I got right here, so basically make myself a sharp rock. Got another sharp rock here to use stuff with. Dismantling. Not all items are crafted. Some are dismantled from other items. A branch, for example, can be dismantled into twigs, leaves, strip bark, and a wooden pole. A wealth of resources. Dismantling items can be done through the crafting menu by clicking on the Dismantle tab. You will see a listing of items that can be dismantled. Hovering over each will show what they can be dismantled into. Alternatively, you can dismantle items through clicking on them in your inventory and selecting Dismantle. So basically, if I want to, I can hover over an item to see what it dismantles into. So let's see here. Let's go over to branch. So I can dismantle this into strip bark, a wooden pole, leaves, and twigs. The branch right here. And let's see if I can dismantle anything else in here. I can dismantle a sapling into branch, leaves, and plant roots. So get my stuff that way. Now note, by the way, I have a bow here, a bent wooden pole with a short string. That's kind of an interesting item, but I'm not sure I'm going to be showing off archery. Archery is kind of hard to use in this game, so. let's dismantle this branch here, I guess. So that basically got me some branches, a wooden pole. Nice stuff, basically. I still have to get some string, so that's something I want to do at some point, but I don't want to use like plant roots to basically make it. Strip bark can be used, I think, for it as well. Alright, so with crafting knowledge under your belt, it's time to learn about an important survival lesson, hunting. So equip 2 weapons or tools with both your left or right hand. It's time to catch some, cook some dinner, basically. So I basically already did this, basically, because, you know, we killed something. Now that you're ready for battle, find a creature with meat and slay it. You can carve its corpse after dealing with the final blow, using a sharpened item while facing it. So basically I can, like, you know, carve it, which I already did. You can also quick slide and use the hotkey to quickly carve. Creatures with some form of raw meat include giant rats, spiders, chickens, rabbits, and more. Basically, I've already sharpened an item and, you know, I collected the raw meat, that's done. So we're already on our way to doing a lot, because, you know, stuff happened right from the start of the game. Should probably quick slide this, so I basically use this if I want to. Alright, so I have to left click to basically do stuff with this. That's good now. Alright, I need to get myself a couple wooden poles, so let's just strip another one of these things right here, or dismantle them. Basically, we're doing a fire starter quest at this point, so you'll need to start a fire to cook your raw meat if you want to eat it safely. Your first order of business is to gather the materials used to create your fire making device. Dismantle enough branches or logs to get at least 2 wooden poles. So we already got our that done. And apparently I can make myself a wooden sword. That's cool. You can make wooden swords in this game. It takes 2 sharpened poles and a wooden iron, but whatever, I'm not going to worry about that right yet. Hey, cool, I make a hand drill if I want to now. So that's what the basically want me to do. At this point, you will have unlocked a new crafting recipe called the hand drill, a primitive and easy to craft device to mix fire. You unlock new crafting recipes by having one of each required items. Basically, you know, I can try and craft this. So basically, here I go. I just craft myself a hand drill for making fire. The final items you need to start a fire are wood shavings or other tinder items, and kindling. Gather the resources needed to craft both. Logs can come from gathering a tree completely or finding one with no leaves. Well, let's go up here, I guess, and we'll craft this up a little bit. And I actually want to you know, I don't like how you can right click and basically like goes up here and does stuff with you. Whatever, let's just unequip you. Put that in my right hand. Put that there. Basically, I'm gonna cut this down to get some stuff. Got some stripped bark here apparently, so this can use a stoke of fire, but apparently it can't be used to do anything else. Anyway, let's just try and chop this tree down a little bit, I guess. Here's a log, so I got the log now. Yes, I'm still poisoned, so I'm taking damage from that. Got a branch from that. I need to get some bark. So stamina replenishment. So basically something to note is if you find yourself getting exhausted, sleep or rest using a bedroll or hammock to regenerate stamina. So at this point, it's not worth knowing that basically my stamina is getting low because I keep doing actions. As you basically do stuff, your stamina increases, and as it decreases, you basically will start taking damage to yourself. You basically go under your stamina. So basically I can rest right now if I want to basically get back a little bit. However, resting of an animal will produce better regenerative effects. Rest is different from sleep in that you will only ever rest until your stamina is maxed out. Alternatively, you may hold space bar, click your character to skip turns. So basically I have some options for like, you know, getting my stamina back here. If I basically press space, I can like, you know, wait for my stamina to go back up a little bit. And, you know, I'll take damage from poison, but whatever. I can also press, you know, R to basically rest, or I guess we have to go in here, we have to go, rest on the ground. My, this poison is kind of bad because it's basically going to keep interrupting me, so. Hey, the poison went away, that's cool. So, apparently the poison worked its course, and I rested for a few minutes, that's nice. Basically, the poison went away eventually, that's cool. And cool, there's a bow drill here. I can make a bow drill, that's cool. Basically, advanced fire starting device uses a string on a bow to rotate the wood, reducing much effort. So, I actually got 2 fire making devices I want to. I really should actually make this instead of like the hand drill, but I'm gonna keep it around as the hand drills for a bit in case I need it for stuff on the quest. I got some twigs there. Okay, where do I get bark? Maybe I can get some wood shavings and I'll get my tree bark here, so... Whoops, a crafted failure. So, basically all crafts in Wayward have a skill level associated with them. Hovering over each craft will reveal the item's craft skill level. These levels go from easiest to harder, are simple, intermediate, advanced, and expert. So basically, you know, some stuff is easy to do, some stuff is hard to do. Trying to craft an item with higher skill level than your own crafting skill can sometimes result in failure. Your chance to successfully craft the item raises as your skill rate increases. If the item's skill level appears in orange, you will have a low chance at success for crafting that item. Each unsuccessful attempt at crafting will reduce the durability of each item involved in the craft. So basically, you fail to craft some wood shavings due to lack of skill, and actually damage like the sharp rock here as well as these like twigs a little bit. Alright, so durability. If you find one of your tools, weapons, or armor is close to breaking from overuse, highlighted from the red border, you will need to repair it using a hammer item or a grindstone. If you can't find or craft an item to repair it, you will soon break completely upon use. So that can happen. Basically, this will basically break at some point, so that'll suck. It really wants me to collect tree bark, so that's a bit of an issue. I don't know where to find tree bark. I'm gonna have to go down to like the desert over here. Like there's a desert down here, so... There we go. Got the red berries. There's stuff in the water. Let's get a branch there. Now I have to worry about my weight, by the way, as it keeps going up, because weight does, like, play into stuff as well. Here's some seaweed. Consumed when used may provide benefits of hunger, blah blah. So, seaweed, it's awesome. Food item and used for quarters and stuff. Alright, so this is a desert biome down here. And there's a chicken over there, apparently. Yes, we're gonna go kill chicken. I think I missed. What, I killed it. So, corpse carving. To harvest potential resources from a corpse, you must carve them with a sharp item. Choose carve from the items menu or try moving to a quick slot to easy use. So basically, I killed this chicken here. And let's have to face down here first a little bit, so... There we go, we carved it. Got some feathers that'll be useful for making, like, bows. Got some raw chicken. Awesome. Bone fragments. A bundle of bones used for, for a small vertebrae. Some cracked or shattered. The pieces are quite sharp. If I want to, again, dismantle this, make some bone needles, which is cool for, like, tailoring. Alright, so down here, by the way, I can see that there's a tree here. Palm tree of coconuts. Let's gather some coconuts, why not? Gather the coconuts. Alright, I actually want to chop this tree down a little bit to get some bark, so there's some tree bark finally. With the resources from the previous quest, you should have what you need to craft some wood shavings and kindling. Well, I've already got the wood shavings, so kindling. What do I need for kindling? Kindling requires twigs and tree bark. So that's what I need a tree bark for, I guess. Alright, so, campfire. You could technically start a fire at this moment, but you want to make sure it's properly enclosed with a fire source. You'll want to make yourself a stone campfire, so you'll need to put a few rocks for your endeavors. Basically, I have to collect some rocks at this point. Well, let's go do that. We're going to go collect some rocks. And I know just where to do it. We'll go up here. And I'm actually quite happy with this biome that I'm in, by the way, because I got like rocks right here. I got sandstone and like desert down there. This is actually a really good setup for stuff. Just so you guys know, it's like setup I got right now. Okay, there we go. I got what I need for. I don't actually have to chop this down what I'm doing right here, but what I felt like doing it a little bit more time. Basically, I got the rocks I need so I can complete the quest. With all the rocks from the last quest, you will now be able to craft a campfire. So I can craft a stone campfire. That's this right here. Now, unfortunately, this is something I've failed a few times, but whatever. There we go. I crafted a stone campfire. With some items, you will be able to build them and temporarily fix them to the world. These objects are attached and placed on tiles and are called doodads. Clicking on the campfire inventory, you'll be able to give the option to build it. Do so facing a valid tile. So basically, I can build my campfire now. Now I am incrementing a little bit, so the first level increments will slow down your movement and reduce stamina regeneration. The second level overburden will physically hurt you as you will begin to take damage while trying to move. You can drop items from your inventory by right-clicking through the items menu or by dragging and dropping. Basically, right now I'm in Coomer, and that's actually slowing my down both stamina-wise and movement-wise. So, it's not great being like slowed down like this, but whatever. Okay, let's just get that going. Your metabolism has slowed. You'll require less food and water. So cool, I leveled up. Alright, I'm actually moving over here because I want to build like, you know, a house or something in this area at some point. So, let's go here. I'm actually going to build this right here. So fire. With your hand drill, select the start fire option from the menu while facing the campfire. Doing so will create a fire contained inside of it. You don't always get lucky when making a fire at low camping skill. It's possible that you may need to regather and gather some more wood shavings or other tinder items such as leaves, animal fur, or grass blades, and kindling if you failed too many times. And be careful not to step in your fire. So that's something that you could do, like, you know, in previous versions. You could actually step in your fire accidentally and hurt yourself. It really sucked. I finally got the bark tunic and our stuff popping up here. That's cool. Anyways, let's go in here. I'm actually gonna make that bow drill, I think, first. So the bow drill. The bow drill basically requires I have a bow and a hand drill. To make a bow, basically, I need a wooden pulled string. But the bow drill, where's that? Hand drill. Now, if you're having trouble trying to find stuff, you can like go like this. There we go. There's the bow drill I can make, so we'll do that right now, I think. So basically, I made myself a bow drill. That's this thing up here. And this is basically an advanced fire starting tool, so it's a little bit better than like the hand drill. So that's why I just basically do that. Okay, we got ourselves a lit campfire now. So stoking a fire. Your fire could probably use more fuel as well. To add fuel to the fire, click an item and choose the stoke fire action. This action is available on many items, including logs, branches, and more. You can check the status of the fire by hovering your mouse over it. If you have the world tooltips disabled, you can also check the status by right-clicking on it or by using expect action in the action menu while facing it. So we have to stoke the fire at this point. I think we'll stoke the fire. I might use leaves here. Leaves can be used to make, like, you know, bedrolls and stuff. So if I actually go down here and like go like bedroll. If you get yourself 10 leaves and like some core items, you can make like another leaf bedroll. So I might want to keep the leaves for that. Let's see here. Let's stoke the fire. However, if I really want to, I can actually use the bow drill to stoke the fire, I think. Nope, can't use that apparently. Let's see here. I actually would probably want to use logs to stoke this fire with a little bit, so maybe I'll do that. Let's head over here. My headset cut out there for a moment, but there's an acorn. Acorns are useful because they can be used to, like, you know, basically make yourself a tree if you want to. Obviously, you can plant them. So that's cool to find. There's some nice stuff to pick up. There's a log. Now, it's worth noting my stone axe is getting damaged from, like, you know, overuse at this point, so I have to really watch out for that, but whatever. There's a, you know, another log. I should know about if I want to make, like, wood flooring and stuff like that if I want, so that's cool. Okay, let's stoke the fire. We use a log for it. So now it's a lit campfire that's raging. So, good cooking. Now that you have a proper fire going, you can cook meat. The craft recipe will be unlocked for the cooked form of this meat. You can even eat it eat it after you're done if you're hungry, or save it for later. So let's craft ourselves a cooked meat item, basically. Basically, I'm going to use this branch here and this raw chicken to basically do stuff. I'm actually going to do this instead. We're going to dismantle you. Now, the reason I dismantled that, because I want this wood pull to basically be its own thing. I'm basically looking at stuff. Basically, you can use like different things to like skewer stuff. So basically, I use like this wood pull, for example. I'll use the wood pull instead of the branch. The wood pull is like better to use, I think, for this type of thing. So, whoops! I failed to craft my chicken. Well, there we go. We crafted a chicken, and I can actually boil an egg now if I want to. A moist, delicious boiled egg, great tasting and packed with protein. Let's boil the eggs, because I can do that. And we'll cook the spire meat. Crispy spire meat, not the best texture or flavor, but contains more edible portions of deceased arachnid. And wow, a wooden pole is in need of repair, so this thing's taking a beating, as you can see, from like overuse here at this point. Items in this craft will be destroyed on successive failure. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Hey, there we go. So I cooked the raw spire meat there. This thing is almost dead, but whatever. So you get a warning, by the way, as you can see now, which is nice if like you were playing previously and whatever. And I wanted to craft an arrow here, but whatever. I might just do that right now. I can craft like a arrow from this wood pole right here. I'm not sure these have a whole lot of durability, so I could do that right now. Or I think I'd rather just use other poles and stuff. I might use this to stoke the fire, actually. It's not like a whole lot remaining of it, but whatever. Alright, so drinkable water. Are you a bit parched? Time to think about water desalination for turning into seawater into drinkable clean water. So first, alright, my thing died again. But basically, at this point, we're going to start making some drinkable water. And we're going to need ourselves to get ourselves a water skin. It'll basically require a whole lot of crafting, basically get it going, but whatever. We'll probably get to that probably next episode. For now, basically, before I go, I'll note that I basically have like a fire here, and I have like this like unpurified fresh water. I can actually pour on myself, or I can like do stuff with it. Basically, I can drink if I want to, but that'd be stupid. Alright, well apparently there is a way to like to boil water, but I apparently forgot how you do it. Okay, I'm pretty sure you can boil like this on like the fire, just purified drinkable water skin right here. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so we can actually craft water skin purified fresh water right here. Okay, that's done. So basically, for like the next episode, I'll have this available if I need it. So there's a water skin of purified fresh water, and that basically, it basically require like this campfire here to basically do. Yes, I can zoom in and out, so I can do that. But anyhow, this is like a pretty good first episode for now. I'll basically like continue on with this little series, basically until I die for the most part, I think. But we're doing a pretty good start. We got ourselves a nice little fire here. I'm showing off some nice stuff, I think. And let's keep going. Game has been saved. Oof. Your game is saved and taking up 0.066 megabytes. Now if I go here, if I want to, I could probably edit this a little bit, so I can edit the name. We'll call this DFuxa's Let's Play for a name. And I can export the game and like delete the game, so there's stuff like you can do it like that. But for now, I hope you guys have enjoyed. That'll be it for us, like quick little introduction episode. I'll basically get to more advanced stuff in the next one. Take care.